We're in the city of Toronto, the home of the Raptors, where we will be broadcasting today's action live. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA and all its great action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. Taking a look at Charlotte. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors.
An elite prospect with very few holes in his game. Banchero can score from all three levels, makes plays for others, terrific rebounder, and the list goes on and on.
Outside, Russell to the paint, and stolen by Şengün. Takes a three, and it's Daniels with the rebound. And he scouts at Banchero as the safest pick in the draft. Would you agree?
He and maybe Jabari Smith Jr. What separates Banchero a little, he's an elite back-to-the-basket scorer. Those guys have become increasingly harder to find.
So it's Toronto now, following the bucket by the Hornets. And the layup falls. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Hornets?
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Just 5 to shoot. Daniels, no good. Here's Charlotte now. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. I briefly spoke with Charlotte's head coach. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
All right, David, thanks.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. A little extra on that one.
The shot missing. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Here's Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
And the amazing moves of Simmons. I mean, he's just so much fun to watch when he's got the ball in his hand.
Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Banchero, that's good.
And he gets one to fall, and now one out of his first 4.
And a deep three from Russell. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's Banchero missing.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
LeBron with it. Now guarded by Simmons. Again, Russell missing.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here's Daniels. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. To the middle. Pass to Cornette. Tries to save it. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. A minute 50 left to play here in the first. Now, here's Şengün. And it's blocked. James in the post. Pass to Russell. Back to James. And he's going to get whistled for that foul. Gee, that was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless? It's a foul there. I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And LeBron throws it down hard.
Still possessing incredible athleticism. LeBron James, when he attacks like this, you can almost forget about stopping.
Raptors with the lead. Reverses. Hornets with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Keita gets it to go.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now, here is Russell. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
Gliding and gliding off the pick and roll. Russell makes the smart choice to take it himself.
Here's Johnson. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Sinks the three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Here's James. And the dunk by James.
You know, once LeBron's at the rim, you might as well turn your head if you don't want to appear on a poster somewhere, because he's throwing it down with force when he gets to the rack.
Johnson with it. There's the three. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
And boy, I tell you what, you want to talk about a long bomb. Good luck catching that thing cleanly.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Raptors out in front, leading
14. The away team 13.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They trail by one. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. Three-pointer, Daniels. Good on the triple. Daniels has got the lead up to 4 now for Toronto.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
During last offseason, the Hornets decided to part ways with their coach of the past 4 years.
Always a tough decision, and this is a critical time for Charlotte. They've got a tremendous young core. They think their time is now, and they want to make a bold move with the new hire.
Here's Daniels, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
The shot by Harkless, no good. Charlotte trailing. To the inside. Johnson. Offensive rebound. Stolen away. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Down low. Here's Gafford. Lays it up and banks it in. Gafford's got his first 2 points. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And one other thing that stands out, all the block shots. I mean, staying up in their jerseys tonight.
Daniel from outside does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Shots good by Banton.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the foul on Daniel Gafford. That's foul number 2 for him. Prince outside. Fires for 3. Benton with the rebound. Raptors leading by 6. From deep three-point range. Unable to get that one. The tray. And again, the Hornets missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Screen by Gafford. Pass to Banton. The rebound by Prince. Hornets trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, and we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A shot by Johnson, no good. Raptors leading by 3. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
James. Johnson knocks it loose. And he recovers it. A 3 ball.
After some really solid early shooting, it kind of flattened out here in the second quarter.
Here's James. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Cameron Johnson.
You just have to discipline yourself not to fall for James' pump fake, because as soon as he gets you up in the air, you're done.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. .152 left in the first half. Here's Banchero. And that one is off. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. And there's already a loyalty aspect to Banchero's makeup, starting with the tribute to the city he grew up in.
He literally takes Seattle everywhere he goes. You look at the tat on his right bicep. It has the Seattle skyline, Mount Rainier, the street he grew up on. In terms of his character, that indicates deep roots and a solid foundation he can build on.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
.104 left to play here in the half. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Ben Simmons.
Hey, there are guys who have played as long as LeBron, okay? But how many have maintained their physical abilities the way he has so late in his career? I think that's a short list.
Man, is it easy to remain in awe of the greatness of LeBron James. Clark, this is a guy that just doesn't seem to age. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's really one of the remarkable runs in the history of sports in my mind, quite honestly. On and off the floor. We know he spends a lot of time and money to keep his body in peak shape. He yet is still not showing any real signs of slowing down. We know Father Time is undefeated, but I tell you what, LeBron is giving it a run for its money.
The try by Simmons. Here's Şengün. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Now just a 4-point Raptor lead.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
Here's James. Pass to Gafford. It's rebounded by Charlotte. 17 seconds left in the first half. And finished off by Banchero.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
And the basket is good.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Raptors lead by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Smith. And stolen by Simmons. Over in the corner, Banchero. For the tie. Shoots it. And it's blocked. James with it. Picked up by Banchero. James in the post. And James throws it down.
Well, just relish and cherish what you're watching tonight, folks. LeBron James going off. We are witnessing greatness.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. And they double up Simmons. Here's a Kogi. Got a hand on it. To the left wing. Russell left side. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Ben Simmons.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
That one good for 2.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Inside, Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And the Raptors lead by 5.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
And it's Banchero missing.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Now, here is Russell. He has 7. Here's Cornette. Rips it home after the terrific move.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
But, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
To the paint. Here's Banchero. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Banchero's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
James in the post. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Hard to believe, Greg, last season, LeBron missing the playoffs for just the 3rd time in his career.
And Kevin, it almost felt surreal to not have him in the playoffs. I mean, this guy's been a fixture in the postseason for almost 2 decades now. Just another bullet on LeBron's incredible resume. Well, we know how Tyler Herro is a bucket, but still lots of room for growth. Last season, the 6th Man of the Year winner, he really did struggle, though, in the postseason.
And, Greg, you look at the playoff shooting percentages for Herro, tailing off from his regular season number.
And, Kevin, that's not uncommon for a younger player, but the playoffs are what matters. And to be a star, that's when you've got to deliver.
Outside for Simmons. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Russell, no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Simmons can bounce now. He's 6'11", but he can get up in the air, too. Makes dunks a lot more fun when you're that tall and can bounce like Simmons.
And Luwawu gets it to go.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
They grabbed their own miss. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got 12.
And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play, making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back.
Toronto leading by 4. Outside, Russell. Pass to Luwawu. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Luwawu's got a pair of threes now here in the 3rd for the Raptors. And Queta gets it to go. Queta's got his 2nd basket.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
They set the pick. Here's Luwawu. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Luwawu's got 8 points in the quarter.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Brown kicks it out to Johnson. No good on the 3.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And he's there at 71 from the line this season, probably below where you'd like to see him.
And, guys, it's something that he's going to have to work on more and more because he's still not getting the kind of shooting percentage he would like from the line.
2 on the clock. And the layup is good. He's got 10.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. He gets it up. And so it's Toronto with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Hornets trail by 10. Here's Wesley. And Harkless pulls it down.
And they've got to...
I'm in love with 2 girls at one time and they tens. That's why I got 10 on my mind. I got M's. Got a lot of M's on my mind. And my friends. Yeah, I keep my friends on my mind. Should repent. I need me some Jesus in my life, amen. I'm from the 4, but I love me a D. I'm a delete this shit, my little secret. He tryna dish me to blow up, I peep it. I can't respond, we just go at your people. If I left some rats on the bed, you can keep it. It getting deeper and deeper, I dig it. My shovel won't be, and I was broke, had to fix it. A shark in the water, you swim with the little fish. I did the day by tomorrow, she miss it. She look up, then I kiss it. I'm not a goat, but I fit. I'm just chilling, but I chill with my children. Bigger the business, the bigger the office. I found and found and I called up, they call for my artists, they making me offers. I don't even bargain, I start from the bottom. I lost a Ferrari, Las Vegas, Nevada. I woke up the following day and went harder. I'm cracking my shit, now they see that I'm smarter. I gotta get money, I love to get charter. I gave them 4 burgers at once for a startup. I can't let them down, walk around with my guard. I'm screaming out YOLO, yeah, that's still the motto. I know I be on some they ain't thought of. Sins, I got sins on my mind and some M's. Got a lot of M's on my mind and my friends. Yeah, I keep my friends on my mind. I'm in love with 2 girls at one time and they tens. That's why I got 10 on my mind. I got M's.
Coming up, live coverage of this Tuesday night NBA game here on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were, too.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hornets.
And you look at the career that LeBron has put together. One of the all-time greats. Amazingly lived up to the hype he had coming out of high school.
Hero outside. Pass to Banchero. 6 to shoot. Here's Okogie. Up and over Russell. They grab their own miss. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Sengun. Blocked! Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession. Here's Hero. A reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. And the immense pressure LeBron has had since day one of the NBA. Many others would have folded, Grant.
You're very true, B.A. The expectations he had were just insane. Anything less than a top 5 player all time would be a disappointment. That's not fair to ask of any player coming into the league, much less a high schooler.
Now here's Russell. It's James with the drive. And it's James with the jam.
If LeBron gets speed at the rim, it takes a couple of steel walls to slow him down. And even then, he'll finish the job.
Here's James. And his scoring average of 31.5 points a game is fantastic.
That's his game, attacking the rack with a purpose.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. James with the rebound.
Not an ideal start for them. Still looking for their first field goal after 4 misses.
The 3 from Russell. Knocks down the triple.
Well, it's important that D'Angelo Russell keep making shots from deep. This is an aspect of his game he's starting to sharpen.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
And there's James from the arc. Well, Doris, it was only a few years ago that the Raptors won an NBA title. It seems like a lot further back, though.
It does, B.A., because we're looking at a much different basketball team. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard has moved on. Kyle Lowry has moved on. In fact, many of the key players from that squad have moved on. Incredible to think they have managed to remain competitive.
The shot by James, no good.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Banchero. And he banks in the layup.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
Russell from outside. And again, no good by Toronto.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
It's James on the wing. And the call will be against Alperen Sengun. That's his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul. Second team foul.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. And here are the Hornets now. Trailing by 2. Pass to Okogie. Hero outside. Deflected. James outside. And slam dunk by James.
Emphatic, tenacious finish by LeBron James. The king is in the house.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's clear Charlotte has the pieces in place to make noise in the league for years to come.
Yeah, no question, B.A. They got one of the best young rosters in the NBA. And they're balanced. They play tremendous team basketball. Fun to watch.
Oh, got a piece of it. And it's the Hornets with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Banchero. Launches a 3. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
The shot by Russell, no good. Here's Hero. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time.
If there's a teammate open on the floor, Simmons will put it on time and on target.
Here's James. And scores off the crossover. James has got 8 points.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone. And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
It's James with the drive. Right side, Russell. Screen by James. And it's James with the jam.
This, to me, is an improving aspect of D'Angelo Russell's game. Reading the pick and roll. Nicely done.
Here's Banchero. Pass to Şengün. James with the rebound. The Raptors with a lead. Outside Russell. On target from range. Russell's got his second bucket of the game. Oh, throw it down!
Can you say elevation?
Oh my goodness, the creativity and flair from Ben Simmons. Stop it now. Don't hurt him, Ben.
Russell, that's good.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
There's the triple. And it's Toronto with a rebound. The three ball. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Toronto Raptors closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be back in a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from the Raptors, what's your take so far?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a five-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
Oh, I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, B.A. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA. After nailing 3 trays to start this game, he's gone silent here in the second quarter.
Şengün, no good. Now here's Gafford. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Shot clock at 5. Here's Daniels. It's deflected. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Charlotte trailing. Pass to Johnson. The 3. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Out to the right wing. It's stolen by Johnson. For the finish, and he caps off the break with a monster slam.
Wow, that's Taurean Prince running the floor in transition and finding buckets.
And again, no good by Toronto. Pass to Queta. Now here's Johnson. From the arc. Gafford grabs the miss. Here's Toronto now. Nothing on offense from them yet in the second quarter.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools, showing his hops on that one.
Here's Wesley. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Benton. Knocks it down from distance. Now it's a 7-point Raptor lead.
When he was in the G League, Daniels proved he was an effective passer, so we know he can spot an open man for sure.
Data no good. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. And finished off by Kleba.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Prince can't hit.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Toronto.
But we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Pass to Benton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Gafford. Ooh, hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. And the Raptors lead by 12.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks. So courageous, taking it right to the defender.
Boy, this dude knows how to finish in traffic. Wow. Here's Charlotte. Right side Johnson. Fires the three. Toronto grabs the miss.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Here's Benton. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Harkless shot is good.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Ball stolen. Here's Benton. Three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Charlotte with it. Trailing by 13. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You know, guys, there's one thing that may have hurt the Hornets the past few seasons. A lack of playoff experience among their core players.
He's off on the second. And of the Hornets' top 5 scorers last season, 3 have never been to the playoffs.
And B.A., that can be tough when the pressure's on. They've gotten blown out in play-in games each of the last 2 seasons. But with all their talent, they should be in the postseason soon enough.
That's some outstanding on-court awareness there. Just a terrific change of shot.
Here's Harkless. Pass to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Clock at 6. Here's Benton. Shakes him. And it's good on the layup. 6 points for him.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target. Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Inside. Kleba. And finished off by Kleba.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball. Really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the...
It's a major move right here, baby. You gotta get with it to get lost. You understand? Yeah.
Jordan. Decatur wears great. And I want all my ladies to report to the dance floor immediately. We gon' go and glide this one, y'all. Big Reese.
Yeah. Right off the back, man, the boy got dollars. So women frequent like flight mileage. It ain't no secret. I might holler, but I ain't gon' sweat you, baby. I'ma let you catch up with your game. Run faster, don't let them lose you, cause I ain't gon' bless you unless you feel a little desperate. Send a text message, girl.
Stop. Wait a minute. The way you move that girl, you done got my heart all in it. And I just wanna be with you tonight. Girl, please. I'm a player, yeah, it's true. But I changed the game for you. I wanna see what it do. Can I be free? This is how I feel. I'm in need of love. So let's dip up out of here. Ooh, you're just my type. Everything's so right. And I just want you. So let's dip up out of here.